Welcome back to my Unreal Engine 5 Tetris-Like tutorial. I know I said I was done with this tutorial, but I found a bug, and I wanted to do one more thing, some optimizations for mobile. I did get mobile working again, so I did want to point out what the issue was there as well. So let's get started. The first thing is that the bug was with the set. Oops. The set tetramino move direction ending touch. In here, when I was checking to see if we were touching the hold mesh, I was not actually getting the proper hit result. So what was happening was, I think when you lift your finger up, it says that it's ending, but it doesn't retain the previous value of the on-screen position. So what I ended up doing was, in get input location touch, I created a variable called last known touch location. It is a vector 2D. I made it up here at the header level. And then I'm setting it to the value before I get the hit result at screen position. I think previously I was setting last known touch, or actually no, I wasn't setting it at all, I don't think, in my last video. So I was just kind of trying to use this, and that doesn't work. So even though we're getting a value, it is not the correct value. So you want to get the last known touch location and then pass that in to get hit result at screen position. And then out hit result will get you the component that you're on top of. So that makes things work on mobile. All right, so I'm gonna launch, and I'm gonna show you the other updates I made real quick. This is gonna be a fast video, not my usual rambling. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to bring your attention to was debugging for mobile. If you go into settings over here for your project, and then where is it? Preview platform. You can set it to Android Vulkan Mobile or OpenGL. There's other stuff here. I've mostly just been working in PC, which I believe is PC D3D SM5. I believe that's the default. Yeah, that's preview, and then this is Windows Mobile. All right, so anyway, I set it to Vulkan. I believe that's what my phone is running, and I think that's what Unreal is defaulting to. But OpenGL is here if you want it. You know it is switched properly when it shows this little Android over in the corner. And then the next thing that you should probably do is use a mouse for touch. I checked this, and this made my iteration times much quicker. These were things I wasn't. I have volumetric clouds here. I think I meant to. I was deleting all the lighting, and I think I deleted my post-processing volume. Anyway, and then the last thing I did was for materials. I went into my M blocks, and previously I just had a roughness node here, and I was setting it to be nice and shiny. For mobile, I deleted the roughness, and I just made the material emissive. So now the RGB from our texture is going into both base color and emissive color, and that's going to make things glow. So now you're playing the game in a black void with glowing materials. The clear coat did not look very good. So what I ended up doing was I just did a search. Well, not really a search. Automatic search. Go into actors. Line scanner. All right. So I just went over here and I wanted to look for something to use, and I found the gray ball. Um, so I found once I found it in here, I browsed to it and then I made a copy of it and then copied it over to my materials so that I could edit it. So this is why it's called M Grayball 1. And then in Grayball 1, I don't know why it has this node here. It's just kind of floating out there. Um, but in this one, it has 0.18 and 1 in roughness and base value or base color. And then I just added this emissive colors so that it would glow. And I applied that material to both the line scanner and the mesh for the player board. So now we have a black void with glowing gray UI elements and glowing blocks. So what this looks like now in practice is this. So I thought it was a nice little like stylistic choice. In desktop, it does look pretty cool to have like a day-night cycle and stuff. But that's not really like in the scope of this tutorial. That's just other shit that I've been playing around trying to learn. But this seems to actually run a little better on mobile too, on lower end devices. I have some old phones that I tested this on. And I mean, it was already running near 60 frames previously. But now with the emissive color, it seems to run a little better, and I think it was pretty solid. I may have just been imagining dropped frames, but in any case, this is what I did. I think it looks cooler too. Oh, and I also I made the UI a little bit bigger. Looks like a little too much on desktop, but on mobile, it was getting really tiny. So if you project here, so if you change the size, this, I mean the field of view and everything is a little off since I'm in desktop mode previewing mobile. But in mobile, I set the field of view to 85 instead of 90, and then I changed where it is actually the camera is. So if I didn't show that in a previous video, these are my camera settings for mobile now. Field of view is much tighter on desktop because it's in widescreen. But I made the field of view at 85 and I moved the camera back, I believe, a little bit. And I think I moved it up slightly on mobile. Yeah, something like that. But anyways, those are my camera settings. If you are deploying to mobile, this all looks pretty good. And you can play with the UI itself, but really just the game is pretty much all I wanted to do for this tutorial. Okay, so now that all that is fixed, I think we are relatively bug free. Now I can start working on other tutorials for like menus and stuff. It'll still be this project, but the tutorials will be separate to make a menu. I might make a different level depending on if you're in desktop or mobile. That way you can have like all the pretty graphics with the day-night cycles and stuff that I was working on for desktop, and then on mobile have this more like glowy stylized look. But that's all I did. I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Oh yeah, and just to show the hold actually works on mobile. Well, we are in touchscreen, so it works. Bye for now.